This was a house long abandoned, but today, it finally decided to leave. First, it pulled down the old for sale sign hanging on its wall. Then, it grew a pair of legs and slowly walked away. Long ago, everyone in this town had left, and with no people, the houses were left to rot. The blue house looked around at the broken homes around it. It made a choice, to leave and see the world outside. It crossed a massive bridge stretching across the sea, and on the other side, it entered another deserted town. Weeds grew over the ruins, but the blue house kept moving. That's when another house, an old house, opened its eyes. It began following behind. The blue house noticed. When it turned, the old house ducked behind a tree. But finally, it gathered courage and stepped forward. Covered with the scars of time, the old house stood tall, and the blue house was moved by its bravery. So, they began their journey together. Though the old house moved slowly, the blue house never rushed it. Through storms and sunshine, they kept walking side by side. One day, deep in the forest, the old house's cane snapped. It couldn't take another step. Reluctantly, the blue house walked on alone. It found a grand mansion, yanked one of its columns free, and ran back. The old house now had a new cane, and their little team had a new companion. The mansion's guard doghouse. With the doghouse joining them, the journey became more lively. They shared laughs, admired the scenery, and even met other traveling houses, listening to their strange music before moving on. Winter arrived. The cold forced them to stop. And then, out of nowhere, a shiny RV rolled in. The blue house fell in love instantly. Even with the old house cheering him on, he just couldn't keep up. The RV sped away, leaving him behind. And when the blue house looked back, the old house was gone too. It had quietly left with the doghouse. Knowing the blue house had found his match, and not wanting to get in the way, they reached an abandoned factory. The old house decided to stay. But before it could rest, the blue house returned, heartbroken. The old house felt its pain, and together, they set out again. Then came the sandstorm. The wind howled and battered them for hours. When the storm cleared, the old house was barely standing. The next morning, the sun rose, but the old house never woke again. Its cane snapped for the last time. The blue house finally understood. After one last goodbye, he and the doghouse continued on, their journey still unfinished.